guys, it's me, Cheri. Boy, I haven't been on to do a video in so long. Um, and I'm doing it right now because I am actually sitting somewhere in a parking lot. I'm actually sitting in a very familiar parking lot. But anyway, had to get away from the house for a bit. You know, just having some issues at home, as we all do. And I like to get away and instead of saying things that might hurt someone, I would rather get away and, whoops, here comes an ambulance, I think, or fire truck. Sorry about this, I'll wait. Anyways, instead of hurting someone, and now there goes the police. Instead of hurting someone with my words, I just rather just try to get away and clear my head, because it makes me feel better 99.9% of the time to do this. So I just thought I'd just get away and clear my head, maybe do this video and think about things. You know, life is not a bowl of cherries every single day, and I don't care. You know, I help people with their problems and issues on a daily basis. And I will admit that I want to be authentic because I have problems too. But just because we have problems, we all have problems, right? I mean, you can't get through life without having a problem. But just because we have our own problems doesn't mean we can't help others. We're here to help one another, love one another. And just because we might be broken in some way doesn't mean we can't help. You know, this is our purpose. And so we can take what we have learned in our issues and problems and help others with theirs. So it does make us experts in a way. Anyways, I wanted to talk about forgiveness. Anyway, sorry about that. I got interrupted. My husband called. Anyway, forgiveness. It's something that I think we all struggle with, because to forgive someone means to release the hurt that someone has caused you inside. And that's really difficult to do. I know it is for me. It's a process, you know. But as long as we harbor this hurt within us without setting it free, it festers. And then it starts to manifest as diseases and illnesses. And I'm sitting here with diabetes, Crohn's disease, and an ulcer. And yes, stress plays a part in it, but it's also the unforgiveness that I've harbored within me. And or shall I say the hurt, because anytime we harbor hurt within us from someone else, that's unforgiveness. We have to know, we have to let this go. We're only hurting ourselves. And we're also harming the other person. And I don't think any of us would want anyone to be harmed. But that's what we're doing. When we harbor this hurt, it's like a negative charge in our connector. See, because we're all connected. We're like a big circuit board. We're connected through connectors, okay? Or the soul, you might want to say. And we can have positive charges in those connectors or negative charges in those connectors. And the negative charges disrupt the unit. Okay, it causes it not to work properly, and not to be in peace and harmony. And so that's what happens in our body. It fuses out, and it causes these illnesses to start manifesting. So we have to fix it. How do we fix it? We forgive. It's easier said than done. But we let go of this hurt. We turn it into something positive. And soon, once we do that, the negative charge becomes transformed into a positive charge. When someone hurts us, it separates us from them, in a sense, causing this negative charge. That's what negative charge does, or negativity. And we have control over this, okay? We can look at it and say, okay, this has really wounded me. I'm going to hold on to this. And I'm not going to forget it. And I'm not going to let it go because it hurts too much. Or we can say, we can look at the other person's perspective. And we can say, okay, you're not in a place of unity right now. You want separation. And I can't control you wanting that. I can only control myself. And I don't want separation. I want unity with you. And so I'm going to stay connected to you in a positive way within my own self. And so this kind of cancels out or neutrals this negative charge. It's not quite a positive charge, but it makes it a neutral charge so that it's not harming us anymore. And we can have a lot of neutral charges, and this just means that there's no restoration in the relationship between two people, but still there's unity on one person's part, and that unity always cancels out or neutralizes the separation or the negative charge. So, but in doing this, it's a process. We have to learn how to do it. We have, in our timing, we can let it go and just hope that it doesn't manifest as some disease or illness. But it's best just to let it go immediately. And this is what I'm really learning. I'm learning to see a person from their perspective. And the perspective of that they are of God, just as I am. And God doesn't make junk. That's my husband's favorite saying. God don't make junk. And he's right. Just to realize that God don't make junk. And that every person has purpose. And that every person shines the light of God in them and through them. And we cannot control that person. We can only control ourselves. We can only stay unified from our point of view, from our perspective. And so, you know, once we decide to do that, it's all gravy. That's forgiveness. So, you know, I'm not perfect. I'm me. And I'm as perfect as I have been made to be. And some people don't accept me, and that's okay. They have a right to their own perspective. It's a learning process for all of us. And I don't know how many times I've judged people out there for things. And knowing that, you know, I can't judge anymore because, and if I do, I recognize it right away. So today I am in this parking lot, Actually, this is the building right here. If you could see it, I don't know. I can't zoom in, I wish I could. But this building with the bay window back here, it's like a tan building. That's the back of the building that we are purchasing for Infinity Wellness Connection. And I feel really at home here. So this is a city lot that I'm parked in. It's ginormous. I mean, it goes like for 2 blocks, you know. So people come here and eat their lunch and stuff like that. So I feel pretty at ease and comfortable here. And you know, I can't wait to get started with Infinity, because I want to help people in the worst of ways. And I feel like this is the best way for me to do that. I've tried doing it in other ways, and I help people on a daily basis just through Facebook and YouTube and different social medias out there that, you know, that I'm involved with, which really aren't very many. But I do help a lot of people on a daily basis with things. Being a spiritual counselor, my specialty is in transpersonal counseling. And so that's basically spiritual counseling with a little psychology twist. And so I like to help people. And like I said before, it doesn't mean that I don't have problems myself or issues that I need to work on. You know, I want to be authentic with everyone. I have issues and problems, just like you do. But that doesn't mean I can't help. And so one might not be able to walk a mile in your shoes, but they can walk with you. All right, so that's all I have for you. Have a wonderful week. I love you all. Thank you for listening. Mwah.